I hate to say it, but working with kids all these years, it's given me a beautiful, amazing perspective, but it also sheds light on the more bleak, the more doomy, the more kind of dark and gross reality that people are slowly dying. You can call it in their hearts or in their souls, but it's happening. It's happening to more and more adults from more and more angles, and it's really sad. One of the many reasons I work with kids is because I can't be around too many adults for too long, because until I reach higher levels of higher friendships, higher networking, higher business partnerships, relationships, I'm essentially stuck with the average people doing the average things. And the average, the standard, the bar is being set lower and lower and lower. I don't want to go in that direction. I refuse. So I keep working with children. They not only keep my spirit alive, but they aliven it. It blooms, it blossoms. Maybe the alivening should at least be a theme, if not part of the name of the course that I'm coming up with. The alivening, right? Because what we're really dealing with the average person is the deadening. Normalization of just compliant complacency, just do this, watch this, eat this. Oh, it's the standard, so it's normal. It's normal to drink alcohol. It's normal to eat junk food. It's normal to watch things that your subconscious, not knowing the difference between a real and a fictional experience, you're watching fictional experiences on shows, and you're changing your psychology. You change your psychology, you change your biology. It's a mess. That's why I watch less and less fictional content. I like learning. I like nerding out on things like psychology, on human nature, on sociology, on real, nature-based, natural facts, activities, events, experiences, and then I do them for myself to the extent that I can, obviously. Money is a thing, time is a thing, energy is a thing, physical location is a thing. You do what you can. You do what you can. But the theme of just this general talk is liveliness, aliveness. The more and more I work with children, the more and more I realize the imperative, the biological naturalness, the biological necessities of play, of random, spontaneous, hey, that's a funny idea. Oh, you're doing a funny thing. Boom, boom, boom. And then things happen spontaneously. Fun. Ideas. New. Novelty. Oh. And it keeps happening. These girls just started coming up with the silly idea of, ooh, let's untie Mr. Mike's shoes. And then make him mad. Ooh, I'm so mad. And then, ooh, now he's chasing us. Okay, well, and then I just come up with these ideas on the spot. All right, I'm going to chase you because I'm mad that you untied my shoes. Urgh. Right? It's the classic, victim versus tyrant, or tyrant versus victim. You do a crime, cops and robbers. The contrast, right? The yin yang, or yang, whatever. The yin yang of life, right? And if you address both, and if you address the yin yang, I'll say yin yang because that's what people know. If you address the yin yang of many things, many times over, you're not living in a dual life, a dualistic life, because you're addressing the polarities, the opposites, and you're creating balance, and you're swimming in all of it, right? So not only are you creating a balance, you're getting both sides, and you're spiraling upwards and outwards, right? So, the imperative of play, of spontaneity, of improvisation, it's fascinating, and it's also terrifying that people aren't seeing the obviousness of it. It's obvious to me, obviously, because I work with kids and I've been doing it for 11 years, for more than a decade, for more than 12,000 hours, right? Getting at that point of mastery and beyond. Mastery, like enlightenment, it isn't just you reach a point, you reach 10,000 hours, cool, you're automatically a master. Because you can do 10,000 hours doing the dumbest crap. Oh yeah, I'm a master at being a slave, right? I'm a master at watching TV. Wow, great job. Play, play, play. It's so essential. It gets easier, it gets better, but you gotta do it every day. You have to intentionally move yourself upwards and outwards. Expanding. Imagine a sphere, right? It's an upward spiral, but it's a sphere. It's a 3D entity. Imagine that as your energy. It's going up and out. It's expanding in all directions, right? Think of the seashell, right? If there was a sphere, if there was a ball at the end of a seashell, as the seashell grows, right, so does the opening, right? That is so symbolic of or it can be, right? With intention, with effort. Play the game. Actually make yourself expanded. Expand your landscape in all categories. Body, mind, emotions, livelihood, finances, relationships, romantic relationships, all of it. Just general liveliness, right? That's why I keep tapping on liveliness, because that's really the core. If you're alive and you're alivening, right? You're further expanding in all directions. Everything else just slowly and surely falls into place. It slowly and surely falls into place if you cater to the core of things, of aliveness. And that's just starting at the base level of things, right? Good food, attention on the right things, good sleep, moving your body around, right? It doesn't have to be full-on workouts, but move your body around. Stretch. If you're sitting a lot for your job, if you're sitting a lot in general, if you're driving a lot, whatever, get up, stand up, walk, stretch. If you can find places to lay down, stretching out is awesome. Doing things like push-ups, doing things like putting your legs against a wall like you're about to do like a handstand or a headstand. You don't have to do the actual thing, but getting blood to the head, things like that. Taking simple supplements. Spend $10-$20 on some supplements, right? Vitamin C, vitamin D, stuff like that. Calcium, If you got extra money, do some blood work, right? These are relatively simple things, but if you imagine it at the core of things, if you change your trajectory a couple degrees, then over time, that trajectory is way different than the couple degrees that you are already going, right? Over time, that split, it becomes more and more of a massive change because you're changing things at the core. The more things you change at the core, the more massive differences you're making, right? So I'm kind of a man of efficiency. Let's get efficient. Let's work on the things at the core. Diet, exercise / movement, physiology, sleep, mindset. You change these things at the core, boom, you're changing yourself at a fundamental level, at fundamental levels. And then doing things like this, like taking action, making calls to action, making action to call you into action. We are making things happen. It's a win-win. I'm causing movement, I'm causing action, and putting it into the cosmos, into the sound space, the visual space, to other people, that hopefully they get inspired and they see how simple it is, Life is a game. Are you winning? How much are you even playing? You're either playing mostly or you're getting played mostly, right? Be autonomous. Be more autonomous every second with every move. And you change your trajectory. Change your trajectory. Play the game. Play. Get spontaneous. Get loose with it. Get silly with it. Get stupid. Get stupid with it. Get ridiculously stupid, right? If you stay loose and you're like, yeah, whatever, right? There's a sweet spot where you could be just the right amount of stupid / whatever, where you're like, all right, yeah, whatever, but you're loosened up because you're kind of feeling stupid. And then in this loosened, stupid state, you're like, it's like being drunk, right? Or being high, or whatever other, substance that. Sobriety is the best, by the way. If you can get to a state where you're having fun, having super amounts of fun, being sober, you are winning at life. But if you're, in one of these kind of like intermediate states where you're having a good time and you're doing a little this, a little that, that is what it is. But aim towards having super amounts of fun with sobriety. Anyway, if you're that perfect amount of stupid and silly and intentional with like, okay, well, this is stupid, this is silly, but I want to play a good game. I want to get better. Let me juke, let me weave, let me roll, let me jump, let me dip myself in, right? Let me go, let me grow, let me flow. Oh, if you're in that mode, you are definitely in a pipeline of winning, because you're enjoying yourself because you're like, yeah, life is stupid. But then you're also like, but life is epic because life is alive. There's so much crap going on. I can keep going. Right? Feeling stupid, feeling epic, making moves, winning. So yeah, do it. If I got content, do the content. Check it out.